On a midsummer weekend in the Smoky Mountains of North Carolina, several thousand people gathered from all over the country. They came to watch and compete in an exciting and fast-growing sport. This slalom course will be ready for competition when these poles, called gates, are in place. A good course presents a variety of challenging situations to the competitors.
Got a number yet? What was your number yet?
49.
Go for 12. You kill these two. Go for 12. Down 3. Yeah, the only two big eddies on the river, and they're both
Eastern
John Burton, national slalom champion in 1969 and 70.
This race here is the second year they've run this Nantahala race, and it looks to be a pretty good course. I believe they're going to have a total of 14 gates. The first gate is right here. The course consists of a combination of fast times and low penalties. The faster the time and the lower the penalties you get, the better you'll be. They have an elapsed time from the countdown below gate 1 down to the end of gate 14. You run the gates in order of the way the course is designed, always keeping the red pole on your left, and each boat has to go through each gate.
No K1W. K1 what, Junior? Are you running K1 Junior slow?
One of the attractions of this sport is its informality. Many of the rules are still evolving. Participants themselves make the arrangements and do the judging for the race. Here, two officials work out the running of an event for juniors. Separate racing classes for young people are becoming increasingly popular.
One or two gates out for them if you want them. Yeah, we can let them run it with some Charlie, we could omit some of the gates, and y'all could run it if you wanted to. I'd say run that after regular boat pizza, and this afternoon after we finish this run. All right, stick around until it's all over, and we'll see. Let's do that. I think that'd be nice. We're now beginning the slalom event. Stan Linkert will now explain the rules and the course to all contestants and spectators.
Every gate must always be passed with the red pole on the left. This means that we have three basic types of gates on the course: a downstream gate, upstream gate, and reverse gates. The three examples are all here in gates 1, 2, and 3. Particular rules that may be important to first-time competitors: when you first enter a gate, whether it's the bow or stern, you have to get the bow of the boat in between the two poles. You hit a pole from the outside, it's a big penalty, a 50-point penalty. Similarly, you have to get your body through the gate. If the people's bodies don't go through the gate, again, it's a 50-point penalty. The technicality on getting your body through is that the top of your helmet has to go through the gate.
It is often difficult to tell a racing canoe from a racing kayak. There are a number of technical specifications for each, but the easiest way to tell them apart is by the type of paddle used in competition. Canoes use a single blade paddle, while kayaks use a double blade paddle. Each craft has its own particular advantages. Canoes are more maneuverable, but not as fast as kayaks. Some competitors bring several boats and race in both canoes and kayaks. Proper equipment is essential to the safety of the canoeist. Personal equipment includes a helmet, life jacket, spray skirt, and knee pads. Competitors must learn to read the water. They must be able to tell, just by looking at a stretch of water, the best course for both safety and speed. The next day, the downriver race was held. In this event, called a wild water race, speed is the only criterion. But this 8-mile course demands endurance as well as skill. Open canoes are permitted to compete in this event.
Go, Uncle Bob. Come on, Mr. Keller.
To run this race on the Nantahala, arrangements were made for a dam to release a large amount of water. Rules specify that racing must be done on streams of a torrential nature. There are very few naturally wild rivers left in the United States, and there are fewer each year. The finish line is just past this point, called the Falls.
When I started about 5 years ago, there were very few people who paddled at all in this sport. You could look at the rankings of the best paddlers in the country, and there would maybe only be 5 paddlers listed total. Nobody else had raced enough to be ranked. So along with the excitement and the enjoyment I get out of it, there's the chance to be very good at something very quickly.
The sport is still small, and you know almost everybody that competes, and it's really nice. It's at a stage now where you know everybody, and it's a lot of fun to get together on the weekends and race and whatnot. There's really no high-pressure competition, and it's really enjoyable.
Much of the excitement and enthusiasm is generated by the challenging nature of the water and the conditions involved. This is obviously no place for a beginner. Training in the basic fundamentals of canoeing is offered by the Red Cross. Many canoe clubs offer specialized training in whitewater activities to those who wish to participate in this exciting sport.